But when I started the growers with it this year, those plants I thought I was going to have to replant, they started shooting through the top of the boxes over there and really growing. This year, just with the first 2 tons to the acre, plus the growers, the firmness of the berries have been a lot better, a lot better.
Hey y'all, we're here in Nahunta, Georgia at a blueberry grower called the Cruise Farm. We're here to talk with Jeremy, and he's been just now pruning some of his bushes, but we're just here to kind of talk about his experience this year. We initially got him started on it and did some calcium tests and basically found pure water on the end of that test, so definitely needed some calcium, and kind of talked with him about it, and he decided to jump head first in. So Jeremy, how'd it go?
Going good. Having a lot of good positive results this year. Initially, whenever I was talking to Bob about it with the strawberries, he was telling me what it was doing for you guys and telling me what y'all test for and all and what those tests mean. And I was having problems with my blueberries, and I was like, well, I'm having that problem. And he'd tell me something else, and I was like, yeah, I'm having that problem too. So I talked him into coming and doing a soil sample and found out about the calcium being down. So we come out here last winter time and started the process of putting out calcium. I think I needed too much calcium to put it all out at one time without killing my plants. But whenever the springtime rolled around, we started doing the growers program with you guys.
That's right.
And had really good results so far. Been able to tell a big difference a lot faster than I was thinking.
Yeah.
So,
If you could just tell a story, those young plants over there, some of the experience with those that you're hand feeding before.
I was putting out granular to those each plant. You know, I didn't broadcast it, but each plant, and they was growing, but they wasn't growing very fast, and some of the plants was still at a midget stage of the thing. But when I started the growers with it this year, those plants I thought I was going to have to replant, they started shooting through the top of the boxes over there and really growing.
Good deal.
So,
And you did 2 tons per acre of high calcitic limestone, right?
I did 2 tons per acre this year.
Okay.
I needed 7 tons to the acre total. Yeah.
That's right. And I remember we decided to do that. Mr. Jim Hallbison had recommended we go light just because if there was any nitrogen that was going to get released, just to go slow, so we didn't put too much out. And it seemed like that was a good method. And you did 2 gallons per acre of growers?
Yep, 2 gallons per acre.
Nice.
3 or 4 times, I can't remember.
Yeah, I think it was 4 times on some.
4 times.
Yeah.
And I'm pruning them back right now. I sprayed growers about a week ago on these plants right here to let it get into the plant, because normally with granular we would prune it and then put the granular out to get the fertilizer to it. But doing it foliar, talking with you guys, we decided it'd probably be best to go ahead and get it out pre-pruning, and we're gonna see how it grows. Yeah.
We'll come back and look. Want to see what the new growth is.
We'll know in a couple of weeks.
Good deal. Yeah.
Do you want to say anything about the increases of, or the
Saltberry issue.
Saltberries? How many more you're taking to?
That was one of the biggest issues that I had the past couple of years, and it was because of the calcium levels are so low that the plants wasn't intaking any of the nutrients. So this year, just with the first 2 tons to the acre, plus the growers, the firmness of the berries have been a lot better. A lot better. Visibly, you could tell feeling of it, and our packout results is a lot better this year. So I'm anxious to see how it's going to be the next couple of years.
You got an idea of how many more pounds or whatever you've been able to send?
Well, I was telling Jesse, I handpicked more this year than I have in the past, so that's going to make a difference. Just the quality of the berries has been a lot better this year.
That's awesome.
What we're able to send. Yeah, it's definitely a result of the growers program, the harvesting practices, and everything, trying to get everything to get the best quality berry out there that we can for these guys.
That's awesome, man.
Yeah.
Good deal.
Yeah.
Glad it's going well.
I was just wondering about the bugs you had, the infestation you had
Oh
out
yeah,
there.
the Japanese flea beetle. The past 3 or 4 years, whenever we go to harvest, that plant's taken, you got thousands of pounds to the acres of berries on the bush. That plant's taken all that it's got to push that berry from green to blue to mature. And you go through that, and then you go through the pruning process. Well, this year I've had the plant doing that and putting on new growth that I didn't have in the past couple of years. Because of that, we've got Japanese flea beetles come out here that we've had to spray for to get rid of them, because they was eating off all that new growth. And you don't want bugs to get on your blueberries either that you're picking. But
It is bad to have Japanese flea beetles, but it's an indication of all the new growth you have this year,
right.
which is a positive sign for the growers.
Right. That's right. I'll take that problem.
Heck yeah, seriously.
I can fix that. Yeah.
That's right.
In the past couple of years, this right here wouldn't have been on there. All this bright green new growth right here wouldn't have been on there. Last year, you can tell where I pruned at, which is right here. And that's how much growth I've got right there. And most of that's been since I started growers. I wasn't getting the new growth coming back in the last couple of years because it wasn't getting the nutrients to the plants. It would put the leaves on and all, but it wouldn't put the new limbs on.
Yeah.
So getting that calcium in the ground, which is in process of a high calcium lime,
Yeah.
which, it's been taboo ever since I've been in blueberries. Don't put lime out on blueberries.
pH.
And, the pH needs to be low, but
Yeah.
whenever you've got such a calcium deficient, you got to do something. And the high calcium lime's a lot cheaper than, putting out the
Gypsum.
gypsum.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Land plaster.
And you didn't work the calcium in at all.
No,
You
I
just spread it on the ground.
I just spread it on the ground and let the rains do it over the past 6 months.
That's awesome, man.
8 months. It was December. 6 months.
You definitely got some rain.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. But it was in the ground by the time we started picking. You couldn't tell that there was lime out anywhere by that time. When we first put it out, it was just white all over the ground. So, but I've been tickled with it so far.
Nice.
Just anxious to see what's going to happen in the next couple of years.
Agreed.
Yeah,
well,
I think it's going to be a big shift in our quality and all.
absolutely. Well, thanks, Jeremy.
Appreciate
you.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hope it keeps going on. We'll see how it does after 3 years, and obviously give it a little bit more time and see the end result.
All right.
But
I
cool.
look forward to it.
This podcast has been brought to you by Growers Mineral. Please visit growersmineral.com.